Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the all-new 2025 Infiniti QX80 Autograph. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. There's a whole lot of stuff to cover on this one, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. For 2025, the QX80 is all new. Following its predecessor's lengthy production run, this new generation makes giant leaps in design, tech, performance, and luxury. Its closest competitors include the Cadillac Escalade, Lincoln Navigator, Jeep Grand Wagoneer, and higher trims of the GMC Yukon. The new QX80 is the first model to showcase the latest evolution of Infiniti design called Artistry in Motion, building on long-standing expertise in craftsmanship and detailing. The QX80 has a bold and confident posture, with strong lines and well-defined proportions. An anti-wedge profile with a long, nearly flat hood leading into crisp shoulder lines help project a sense of motion that belies the vehicle's size. In front, the QX80 wears the newest iteration of Infiniti's signature double-arch grille. Said to be inspired by the organic shapes of a bamboo forest, the grille shape hints at a powerful, commanding driving experience. Narrow, multi-element LED daytime running lights at either side of the upper grille again recall the bamboo forest motif. They complement the illuminated Infiniti emblem, which now has a more three-dimensional appearance. At the lower corners of the front fascia are the vehicle's combination lamps, along with discrete air curtain vents that help aerodynamically optimize airflow around the wheel wells. The sleek, minimalist design theme is especially evident in profile. Flush door handles, which automatically present themselves when the vehicle is unlocked, result in a cleaner, tidier appearance and contribute to improving the QX80's aerodynamic performance. Two harmonious character lines, one from the headlamps through the shoulder line below the windows, the second tracing from the front bumper to the creases in the lower doors, add character. Blacked out door pillars contribute to a sleeker appearance for the upper body. In the rear, a full-width LED lighting element draws the eye with a design that complements the grille and daytime running lights, while its curved profile was inspired by the tranquil reflections of light on a body of water. Featuring over 300 LEDs, the lamps have a smoked finish and illuminate in a vibrant shade of red with a pronounced upper section accompanied by a series of horizontal light bars below. The new QX80 offers 7 striking body paint colors, headlined by a new color called Dynamic Metal. Shown here, it's the result of a development process that spanned more than 6 years. It was designed to provide a liquid metal feel that emphasizes the QX80's body surfaces. Thanks in part to a precise process that ensures metallic flakes lay flat in the paint, the result is a smooth texture and a hue that dramatically changes based on viewing angle. The 2025 QX80 will be available in 4 trim levels. The Pure starts at $82,450, followed by the Luxe at $89,550. Previously, the Sensory, which now starts at $100,645, was the top tier trim. For 2025, you now have the range-topping Autograph, which starts at $110,595. As shown here, with premium paint and destination, the total MSRP comes to $112,590. In comparison, that's more or less in line with the Escalade Platinum, Navigator Black Label, and the Grand Wagoneer Series 3. The Autograph further upends luxury SUV paradigms with its impeccable attention to even the smallest details. Outside, the Autograph is visually distinguished by a two-tone roof treatment and dark chrome trim, as well as unique layered turbine 22-inch wheels. The inside is treated to unique styling and the ultimate in luxury. Of course, I'll dive into it all in just a bit. The QX80 Pure comes with 20 by 8-inch alloy wheels, while the Luxe, Sensory, and Autograph upgrade to 22 by 8-inch alloy wheels. The Luxe and Sensory share the same wheels. As I mentioned, the wheels on the Autograph feature a unique style and finish. The 22s are wrapped in 275/50 all-season tires. A spare wheel and tire is mounted underneath the rear of the vehicle. The QX80's brakes consist of 4-wheel internally ventilated discs. All 4 discs span 13.78 inches in diameter. As expected, the front discs are thicker than the rears. The front discs are paired with twin piston calipers. The rear discs are paired with single piston calipers. The parking brake is electronic and incorporates an auto hold feature. The switch for it is on the bottom left side of the dash. The brakes perform great. The pedal has a weighty feel and quick response. Stopping power builds in a smooth, natural, progressive way through the pedal's travel. The QX80's front suspension consists of independent double wishbones with standard coil springs and shock absorbers. The rear suspension is also composed of independent double wishbones and coil springs, but the shock absorbers are separated from the springs. The Luxe, Sensory, and Autograph upgrade to an electronic air suspension and dynamic digital suspension technology to further refine the ride and handling, while offering additional benefits in terms of vehicle usability. The air suspension lowers by 1.2 inches at speed for aerodynamic improvements. When parked, it can lower by 2.8 inches from normal to an easy access level, dramatically easing ingress and egress of passengers or loading of cargo. Finally, for use in more rugged terrain, an off-road setting raises the air suspension 2.1 inches above the QX80's normal ride height. In its highest setting, ground clearance measures 10 inches. The dynamic digital suspension constantly measures the vehicle's motion and calculates the required damping force for electronically controlled dampers. By regulating vehicle motions, reducing body roll around curves, and minimizing up and down motions over bouncy roads, the system delivers smoother and more in-control lane changes and enhanced ride quality. Additional enhancements that benefit ride and handling include a frame with 25% greater torsional stiffness and 57% greater lateral stiffness versus the preceding QX80, and the adoption of an electric power steering rack, which improves torsional stiffness by a whopping 300% versus the previous setup. It also facilitates advanced driver assistance features. The steering takes about 3 turns to go from lock to lock. All in all, the new QX80 is a better driver than its predecessor. While I would not call it agile, it does feel more refined and controlled when it comes to body motions and general dynamics. At the end of the day, the QX80 is one of the last traditional body-on-frame SUVs, and it's hard to get away from just size and weight, physics in this case, but Infiniti has done a bang-up job with tuning the chassis. Numerous enhancements to sound deadening render the cabin more tranquil for all on board. On the highway, the new QX80 is as much as 3 decibels quieter than its predecessor. In urban and suburban driving, it's as much as 4 decibels quieter. The QX80's dashboard is defined by two 14.3-inch displays, and I'll talk more about tech in just a moment. The instrument display in front of the driver is reconfigurable, offering three views: classic, elegant, and enhanced. You can also change the background screen that's shared across both displays from fixed images to a live display that changes throughout the day. Most of the controls on the right spoke of the steering wheel allow you to operate the instrument cluster and all of the various information menus, but they can also be used to operate the infotainment system. One button allows you to switch between the instrument or infotainment control, at which point you can use the arrow pads and the ergonomically placed jog wheel to make your selections. For the first time, the QX80 also offers a color head-up display to help keep key information in your direct line of sight. As the flagship SUV in the Infiniti range, the new QX80 delivers confident, capable performance that's balanced with a high degree of refinement. The 5.6-liter V8 that's been with the model since the beginning has been replaced with a 3.5-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine that's rated for 450 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 516 pound-feet of torque at 3,600 RPM. Increases of 50 horsepower and 103 pound-feet of torque versus the outgoing V8. The engine is built using aluminum for the block and heads. It features double overhead camshafts with 4 valves per cylinder and electronically controlled variable intake valve timing. Fuel is delivered via direct injection and the compression ratio is 10.6 to 1. Max engine speed is 6,000 RPM. 0 to 60 miles an hour takes about 6 seconds, which is pretty quick for something of this size. Those lamenting the lack of the V8 will have to just get behind the wheel. I'm a V8 person at heart, but this V6 is honestly a phenomenal engine. The only legitimate downside to it is that it doesn't have that V8 sound, but other than that, it outperforms the V8 in every way. Torque is stronger down low and it pulls strong through the rev range. Complementing the new engine is a new 9-speed automatic transmission that replaces the previous 7-speed automatic. Helping free up valuable space for cup holders and storage, the QX80 uses a new push-button setup to shift the transmission mounted right in the middle of the console. Just put your foot on the brake and make your selection. You can toggle between automatic and manual shifting by pressing the D button. When in manual mode, you can shift using the steering wheel paddle shifters. The new transmission has a 40% wider gear ratio spread than the previous 7-speed, which improves low-end acceleration by 27% and overdrive fuel economy 12%, and contributes to both responsive acceleration and efficient highway cruising. Pure and Luxe trims are equipped either with rear-wheel drive or Infiniti all-mode 4-wheel drive, while Sensory and Autograph trims feature standard 4-wheel drive. A convenient auto mode for the 4-wheel drive system is ideal for drivers encountering varying road surfaces. All trims feature a drive mode selector with standard, eco, sport, snow, tow, and personal settings. Each mode features unique tuning for the powertrain response, electric power steering, driver assistance features, and, if equipped, dynamic digital suspension and 4-wheel drive. The drive modes are accessed through the screen in the center console. The new powertrain, along with aerodynamic enhancements and other mechanical changes, result in slightly better fuel economy than the outgoing V8. Highway numbers, admittedly, are relatively unchanged. The bigger difference is around town, where you'll see gains of more than 10%. Rear-wheel drive models will return an EPA estimated 16 miles per gallon in the city and 20 miles per gallon on the highway. Four-wheel drive models return 15 miles per gallon in the city and 19 miles per gallon on the highway. During my week of driving, I averaged around 17 miles per gallon. Premium fuel is required. The total tank capacity is 23.6 gallons. Comparing fuel economy, the QX80 slots smack dab in the middle of the competition, with some being a little better, some being a little worse. When it comes to towing, the QX80 offers a best-in-class standard towing rating of 8,500 pounds. The Class 4 trailer hitch receiver is hidden behind an access panel in the rear bumper. A 7-pin electrical connector is standard. The interior of the new QX80 is heavily inspired by Japanese culture and the principle of Miyabi. Derived from Kyoto artisan culture, it references the use of layered, soft materials, flowing integration of technology, and high-quality materials. Soft-touch materials abound, with particular attention paid to layering them over any hard parts where passengers' arms or elbows may rest upon them. Additionally, elements like leather appointments, wood trims, suede, and laser-cut metal inlays seamlessly incorporate high-tech items like touchscreens. A standard panoramic moonroof with one-touch open close, tilt, and a power-sliding sunshade allows more natural light into the cabin when desired. The Autograph features semi-aniline leather seating surfaces with a unique stitched finish effect that's partially completed by hand. Inspired by similar designs explored in prior Infiniti concept vehicles, the dot quilting adds texture and depth to the seats, plus an extra level of craftsmanship. Also notable are open-pore ash wood trim pieces around the cabin, with laser-cut inlays into which ultra-thin aluminum accents are delicately and precisely positioned. The relative spacing of the aluminum trim becomes wider towards the front of the cabin, helping create a sense of space and width. An inviting space is created with striking lines that run across the passenger side of the dashboard and an illuminated Infiniti emblem. The front seats are heated and offer 10-way power adjustments and 2-way lumbar as standard. The Lux, Sensory, and Autograph upgrade to 4-way lumbar and climate-controlled seats which have heating and cooling. They also include a few massage programs that can be varied in speed and intensity, plus adjustable side bolsters. They're incredibly comfortable to say the least, with soft padding and just the right amount of support. Both front seats have a memory system to recall 2 positions. The driver's side also includes the power adjusting steering wheel and side mirrors. Lighting can help set the mood, with 64 color personalized ambient lighting, incorporating light pipes in the dashboard, doors, and other areas of the interior. The dashboard's dual displays play a big part in delivering on a promise to incorporate powerful technology that enables a more connected and convenient drive. The new Infiniti InTouch infotainment system comes with Google built-in. Always updated Google Maps allow for simple and efficient navigation, while users can download many of their favorite other apps on Google Play. Google Assistant further makes everyday interactions easier, allowing for natural language requests like, "Hey Google, navigate to my nearest Infiniti dealer." Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are also included, along with Amazon Alexa and Infiniti InTouch services with a 4G Wi-Fi hotspot. Additional standard features include AM/FM radio, HD radio, Sirius XM satellite radio, hybrid radio, and Bluetooth hands-free phone and audio streaming. The QX80 has made a shift in audio systems, now offering Klipsch premium audio. Each of the two available systems were tailored to seamlessly integrate with the design of the interior and its in-vehicle technologies. The Pure and Lux feature a 14-speaker Klipsch system with 600 watts of total power and a 12-channel amplifier. The Sensory and Autograph take the experience to an even higher level with a Klipsch Reference Premier system with 24 speakers, 1200 watts of power, and individual audio functionality. Distinguishing features include titanium tweeters, 4 Highline roof-mounted speakers, an 8-inch tri-power subwoofer, and a 24-channel amplifier. The system incorporates a dynamic audio reveal technology to actively adjust audio equalization to mask background noise, and DJX 3D surround algorithm to create an immersive sound experience throughout the whole cabin, placing the listeners in the center of the performance without compromising fidelity or accuracy. When enabled, individual audio allows for focusing only certain audio elements, such as navigation directions, music, or phone calls to the driver's seat. For example, you can make a phone call while your passengers continue listening to music, or you can listen to a favorite playlist and hear map guidance without disturbing those sleeping in the rear seats. A separate 9-inch touchscreen mounted below the infotainment display provides convenient control of all climate functions, as well as front seat heating or cooling operations and selection of the QX80's drive modes. The screen uses haptic feedback to help users feel when they've selected the appropriate on-screen element. Because these functions are housed on their own touchscreen, they never intrude into the infotainment operations like navigation or music displays. The climate control system has 3 zones, 2 for the front, 1 for the rear. The Sensory and Autograph have more advanced plasma cluster air purification and a grape polyphenol filter, as well as a new biometric cooling system, which I'll dive into the latter more in just a moment. USB Type-C ports are available in every row with a total of 8 throughout the cabin, featuring up to 15-watt 3-amp power ratings for rapidly charging devices. Additionally, a wireless phone charger is located inside the front center console. An available cool box in the center console, when activated, directs air-conditioned air into the compartment to help chill its contents during your drive. Additional storage can be found underneath the floating center console, as well as a large glove box and lower door pockets. As standard, the QX80 includes an extensive list of technologies intended to help the driver avoid collisions, including predictive forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, blind spot intervention, lane departure prevention, and much more. Trailer blind spot warning additionally works when towing trailers up to 33 feet in length. The available My Parking Locations feature provides guidance to make parking even more effortless by helping guide you into your pre-programmed parking spot. The ultimate luxury is a more comfortable journey, and to that end, the QX80 features 2 levels of advanced driver assistance. ProPilot Assist is standard and combines intelligent cruise control with steering assist to help you stay centered in your lane. The system also uses data from the navigation system to proactively adjust vehicle speed for curves, interchanges, and other driving situations. Optional on the Lux and Sensory and standard on the Autograph is an upgraded ProPilot Assist system that allows attentive drivers to take their hands off the wheel in certain freeway driving scenarios. The new QX80 also uses the latest in camera and image processing technology, not simply as a party trick but to make everyday driving easier. The front wide view and invisible hood view are great examples of this, both of which become even more useful when combined with ultra-wide view, which extends the image across both 14.3-inch displays. Additional camera technologies include a new 3D around view monitor with moving object detection and an available smart rear view mirror, the latter of which has a special zoom view for additional assistance when hitching up a trailer. An available dash cam recorder helps provide peace of mind by recording exterior incidents. You can access the recordings through the infotainment system or your mobile device. The available in-view camera offers a couple of additional benefits too. First, those in the front row can push a button and have its vantage of the second row seats displayed on the infotainment system for a quick check on passengers. Additionally, when the vehicle is parked, you can use your Infiniti smartphone app to check the camera to see whether any items were left behind in the cabin without having to go back to the vehicle. Airbags include dual-stage front airbags, driver and front passenger seat-mounted side impact airbags, driver and front passenger knee airbags, and roof-mounted side impact supplemental curtain airbags for all 3 rows. The Autograph gets exclusive far side airbag technology too, which assists in maintaining occupant positions during far side or side impact scenarios. The far side airbag is incorporated into the inside bolster of the driver's seat. Because a full-size SUV like the QX80 will often accommodate multiple passengers with seating for 7 or 8, particular attention was paid to enabling swift and intuitive access to the rear rows. Not only that, but the second and third row are roomier than the outgoing model. Like the front passengers, rear passengers are treated to significantly more comfort, amenities, and available tech. It's truly a wonderful place to be. The second row seats, regardless of whether you have captain's chairs or not, are able to slide back and forth and recline. They're also heated. On the Lux, Sensory, and Autograph, the seat adjustments are powered for added convenience and upgraded with cooling. The Autograph is further upgraded with the same 3 massage programs that the front seats use, as well as 4-way power lumbar. In short, the seats you see here are fully powered with 4-way lumbar, heated and cooled, and feature massage. It's amazing how in-depth Infiniti went when it comes to comfort and soothing features. The second row seats are sublime. In the Autograph, the rear seat and climate control functions are operated through an intuitive touchscreen integrated into the middle of the rear console. The Autograph is only offered with captain's chairs. The other trims come standard with captain's chairs, but they're also offered with a split bench seat package that offers 40-20-40 split folding, as well as a center armrest with 2 cup holders. The middle console incorporates a padded armrest with a storage cubby and USB ports, plus 2 cup holders. All QX80s come with a climate control panel in the back of the front console. The Autograph's touchscreen negates the need to reach forward to the control panel, as all of the same features and more are at your fingertips. Also in the back of the front center console are a pair of USB ports and a 12-volt power outlet. Sensory and Autograph trims receive a segment-first technology called biometric cooling. It helps cool passengers in the second row more quickly and effortlessly. An infrared sensor integrated into the headliner detects when a passenger is hot and near instantly adjusts the temperature and airflow to send cool air to the second row, without any interaction required from the driver or passengers. Adjustable air vents are mounted in the headliner. Additional second-row amenities include overhead grab handles, LED lighting and coat hooks, grab handles on the B-pillars, seat back storage pockets, and lower door pockets with bottle holders. The second and third rows feature standard power fold and raise functions, which can be accessed from buttons in the cargo area or from the infotainment system. The second row also features a walk-in mode that makes access to the third row simpler with one-touch operation. Additionally, owing to precise engineering of the folding mechanism, child safety seats can remain safely buckled in place even when the second row tips forward. Third row passengers also benefit from significantly enhanced width, knee, and leg room. Taller people won't feel as cramped. I had plenty of room. Obviously, it's not as roomy as the second row, but 2 adults should not have an issue in the third row. Provisions are available to sit someone in the middle, but it's most likely going to be a child just due to the seat's width. The third row is available heated for the first time, but only on the Autograph. What I really like is that the third row backrest is power adjustable, so you can easily recline, cargo space permitting, for greater relaxation. The headrest can be kept stowed when not in use for better rearward visibility. But that's where the rear view camera mirror really comes into play. When activated, it gives you an unobstructed rearward view. On each side of the third row, you have 2 cup holders and USB ports. Overhead, there's adjustable air vents and grab handles. A motion-activated hands-free power liftgate is standard on all trims, featuring an opening angle memory function to avoid striking lower garage doors or other obstacles. Cargo space has been more efficiently increased, making it even simpler to bring along all of life's needs. The rear of the cargo floor has a compartment underneath it, which is a handy place for stowing smaller items like a first aid kit. Thanks to the one-touch power folding seats, reconfiguring and expanding cargo space is a cinch. The buttons are located on the right side panel. With the third row upright, Infiniti increased cargo space to 22 cubic feet, a 28% improvement over the prior generation. Space behind the second row increases to 59 cubic feet, a 17% improvement. With all of the seats folded flat, the QX80 has 101 cubic feet of total cargo space. Compared to the prior generation, the cargo floor with the seats folded is flatter, making it more practical when it comes to space utilization, loading, and unloading. An additional benefit with having the adjustable air suspension is being able to remotely lower the vehicle by pressing and holding the button on the right side panel. This places it into access position, giving you a lower liftover height to further ease loading and unloading of cargo. The only issue with having the second row center console, unless you have the optional bench seat, is loading long, wide items. You have to watch out that you don't clip the lid. There are several cargo hooks on either side of the cargo area if needed. Additional amenities back here include provisions for a cargo net, an AC 120-volt power outlet, and overhead LED lighting. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that too, and make sure those notifications are turned on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.